I was gonna say Tyranitar doesn't have pursuit though, so I mean, it's but yeah,
Well, Starmie isn't a coward.
that's fair, yeah. So I mean, it sure do be an interesting matchup here because
Come on, Starmie, Hydro Pump out the gate.
it does get special defense boost
Wow,
from
look,
but the burn on turn 1.
Damn, turn 1 burn.
Turn 1, it just used Phantom Force, so that would have been huge if that actually hit.
Where'd he go?
Well, it's like Dig, but for ghost type moves.
Fucking weirdo ghosts.
Flattery, won't hit there. Yeah, that's still good damage though, even though the burn.
Yeah.
So he does get a special defense boost in the Sandstorm though, so even a Hydro Pump probably doesn't kill at this range.
Unless
so Seismic Toss,
is a good one.
That's just good damage. Yeah. Psybeam, that's not nothing. Okay. Yeah. It's still any game.
Burn,
it's still any game that
burn.
pops up. That burn is huge though. That burn has kept Starmie alive. Flying press.
That's an interesting Starmie move.
It hit though. It
did.
It's a 4x times effective move.
Oh.
I think. I don't know
Getting
how that
very
breaks down
close.
because it's flying and fighting. It's weird.
Peck, not the move you want to be using.
Magma Storm. That does
Oh.
residual. That's enough to kill.
Oh, and it's the Magma Storm. Takes
The
it. Damn.
Magma Storm against the water type takes it. I don't understand the strategy there, but it was enough to make it work.
Yeah.
Chloe, you got food in your bowl. Go eat your
Tyranitar
food
did
if you
really
want
good
cookies,
for having a burn.
All right,
that.
next up is Frostlass versus Corviknight. Pressure versus Curse Body. Actually, a huge matchup.
I'm gonna be Corviknight.
All right, I'll do the girl one then.
Corviknight.
Feels like he's in the middle.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Under Talonflame.
Yep.
What a world.
Oh, it just be that way. I mean, Talonflame is the best early game mon ever in Gen 6 when it had Gale Wings, but Corviknight's been holding its own pretty good too.
All right, it's time for Corviknight. Oh shit.
Oh shit! Here we go. All right.
Steel versus Ice. The matchup seems
Pressure.
obvious.
I think Pressure versus Curse Body is the matchup
Yeah,
here.
it really is.
Because it's over already. Memento. Frostless said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
Damn, the bold plays.
Frostless said, "Nope, I'm not."
So much for that fucking big matchup.
So much for the big matchup there. Sometimes it just be that way. All right, next up, Mew versus Nidoking.
I forgot Mew had advanced.
Yeah,
Who
Mew
did Mew
advanced.
advance against?
Mew advanced versus Alolan Marowak.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a thing. All right, I'll go Mew then. I'm gonna go. Oh fuck, who was it? Nidoking. Nidoking's like 30 something.
Bam.
Oh, not Como. Mew. There we go. All right. Poison points synchronized. Maybe not helpful in this matchup here, but it could be a something. Yeah, potentially.
We'll see. Depends on who does what.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, Metronome is the signature move of Mew, as everybody knows.
It is the signature move of Mew. That is correct, Rob. You know so much information. Attack order's huge. That's Vespiquin's signature.
Vespiquin's a fake Pokemon.
Vespiquin's not a good mon by any stretch of the imagination. Stun Spore. Okay, so it's going with the paralysis route. Mew's gonna have to start making moves though. It looks like Nidoking's taking it out here pretty good. Bolt Strike's not gonna do anything against the ground. Shadow Ball, but not enough to knock it out.
Damn. Mew's gonna have to pull big.
Mew, you gotta pull a psychic move out of your ass here. Petal Dance is not the move, and Poison Points synchronized doesn't mean anything.
Not this low
Worry
health.
Seed. It is in fact over.
Damn. Made short work of Mew.
Made short work of Mew. Yeah.
All right, Nidoking.
I will say, the people who made Improvised Animorphs made a critical error. Articuno versus Blaziken.
I'll do Blaziken.
I'll do Articuno. That they posted their videos of their performances online because I maybe now want to go see it.
Yeah, I mean the mystery is the appeal.
The mystery was the appeal, and the fact that it would have been $15 was like, yeah, this is reasonably priced for what I feel like is just, the mystery.
Yeah.
And turns
Now
out
the
it
mystery's
just is incredibly gay, weirdly enough, but not in a fun way.
Yeah, just very theater kid
Very,
vibes.
very theater kitty. Yeah. The improv is just okay, and
We talked about Improv Animorphs in your half of the tournament, right?
we did. Yeah. So it's not coming out of nowhere that we're just talking about improvised Animorphs again, presumably. But yeah, no. I would have gone to go see it if they didn't put it online because yeah. I thought the concept was funny enough for it.
How did working with the source material actually go?
They didn't. It's mostly they could turn into Animorphs, and they briefly talked about the Yerks as like the premise for a lot of the improv stuff, and that was about it.
Aw.
Yeah. So,
I feel if you're going to make something like that funny for like other people and not just you having fun on stage, you have to really slam that source material.
I feel like you do. The challenge is who remembers what Animorphs source material is other than us because we mocked it. And, I mean, are we the target audience for improvised Animorphs?
Who isn't? Like, who's going to be the target audience for that?
You know, that is fair. I don't know who actually would be the target audience for
If it's
improvised
not us,
Animorphs.
then who the fuck is it?
Yeah. I mean, we've had, on multiple occasions, on multiple playthroughs of games, we've talked about Animorphs at length of how just
Goddamn, Articuno's getting slammed.
fucking weird it is. Well, it's like up against, the Blazing
High School
Like,
Crash.
come on. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not...
Articuno is not a good mon just in general. Its
Lumina
only good
Crash.
status is special defense, and that just went down a lot. Dragon Breath could be clutch here, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Speed boost.
I mean, speed boost, but paralysis, though, is the thing. Yeah. Disable, well,
Ooh,
but it's
not good for Articuno.
It's going to struggle, yeah. I'm pretty sure struggle just wins, yeah, unless it
Yeah.
heals here. A lock on. Ooh,
Okay.
sheer cold. Now lock on sheer cold. That'd be funny.
We got the
Yeah,
setup.
struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that one was kind of, I felt set in stone. I felt like Blaziken was going to walk away with that one pretty easily.
But like we talked about, Animorphs just has so much ridiculous world building.
It really
that you
does.
could really
Mel
just
Metal
lean-
versus Steelix.
Like, if it's improv,
I'll do Mel
right,
Metal.
isn't the key to improv is just funny associations on the fly, right?
Yes.
And like Animorphs should be full of that. You've got body horror with the ridiculous things you can turn into, and you've got the fucking execution centaur people with their scorpion murder tails.
Well, and then
Like
you're
that's just ripe for fucking.
I think you get more out of it with the characters, I'll be honest with you,
Well,
because
yeah.
like Tobias is a bitch.
Tobias is a bitch.
I remember Jake being very generic white male.
Yeah, very generic team leader.
Rachel having a side of her that just wanted to murder everything.
As you do.
Cassie being the most
Level-headed.
the most 90s interpretation of a black girl ever, I feel
Yeah.
like, is probably the best way to describe her.
90s.
Marco
Wait,
was
did
the
she play
Raphael.
basketball?
Huh?
Did she play basketball?
No,
I feel
but
like
I
that
mean,
would
like
be
it was
90s.
kind of like there was nothing offensive about her, by which I mean just fundamentally like it was a very
Oh yeah.
very, very 90s, very because a lot of the
Oh
shows
yeah,
we
I mean
grew
like
up
Hey
on.
Arnold and
Yeah, like Hey Arnold, or like there are a lot of shows where it's like we had characters that were of different race, but it never came up in any manner of fashion other than just they were black or they were they were Asian or Mexican or something.
yeah.
There is no cultural anything. Pick Steelix so we can continue. there is no anything to them. Marco in the same way was like that too. Marco was just basically your Raphael. He was he just existed to be like the guy who didn't take anything seriously.
Yeah.
So yeah, but there was nothing about Marco that really spoke to him like he was Hispanic in any fashion or other. So
I mean that could have been a modern improv take on
Torment,
it to just like
Steelix loses. Yeah. But in any case, yeah.
that could have been like a modern take on it would be to just lean hard into that.
Well, there is the graphics novel series that is very anime-y in its style and stuff that she's not writing. So it's I'm curious. I want to check that out at some point and just see what it's like there. Because I mean,
I wonder.
yeah.
So does that mean it's just written by kids who read her work growing up,
I'm guessing
or
so.
people who read her work when they were kids?
And maybe they have a better interpretation of it than the writer itself. Because I don't think K.A. Applegate was that good of a writer. I'll be honest with you.
Well,
I mean,
obviously she was writing the Animorphs books.
well, she also never had anything better after that too. So I don't know.
Yeah, she had the series before. I don't remember what it was called. There was some series before Animorphs. I don't remember what
And there's something
called.
afterwards, too. Ursaluna versus Blissey. I'll do Ursaluna. You can do Blissey.
Blissey.
But yeah, no, it's just like... Well, I mean... Like, do you ever read Aragorn?
Oh, no. That one was... My sister got into that one. It seemed...
Well, it's like, that's a novel written for kids. It's like, I feel like that's better written than Harry Potter and Animorphs and shit like that, you know? It's
Yeah.
Like, I can tell there's a good writer behind it versus,
Yeah.
like, I know Animorphs is written like shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, like we said, like we had mentioned, it's written by a team of people. Like, it's written by Kay Applegate and then all of her assistants. Almost the way a manga's written. Because they were pumping out 4 books a year, and she was only writing one of them per year.
Right, because, like, you know, it's like...
The other 3 were effectively ghost-written, but, you know, like, under her direction.
But you kind of had to do that if you were going to
pump out
many
fucking
books.
nonstop books. Yeah.
Because, like, we got a Harry Potter book, like, once every 3 years or something. Granted, those were massive books. They were written like shit, if we're being realistically honest. But, I mean, yeah.
It was very bizarre. I think one of the most bizarre things about those books, the Harry Potter books, and once you notice it the first time, you'll notice it forever. It's that
about how the goblins are Jews, and yeah. That's
no,
like,
I mean yes, but no. No, every 3rd page she'll use a semicolon like clockwork. It just. I don't know why. She just.
I guess I like to use semicolons when I'm writing too, so I guess that's
they're
not
fun,
that big
but it's
of
like there's a bunch of different ways to use them, and she only uses them in one way, which is restating the same sentence that came before, which is a way to do it.
She definitely restated things a bunch. I just assumed that was because she was working with young children, but it could just be
that's
she was
probably
a shitty
true
writer too.
It's it's hard to say.
Yeah, it's a combination of a couple different
God
things.
damn,
with her.
Ursaluna, what are you doing?
Ursaluna's
Stop.
just chilling out.
Back
here.
off. What is
Yeah.
Blissey doing?
I don't know what Blissey's doing. Whirlpool, that's huge. Yeah.
Ugh, Blissey, you gotta do something here.
Well, it raises
Fury
attack
swipes
and
is
defense, but it is huge. But I don't think it matters because Ursaluna's just used a couple heal moves in a row and just been sitting here. Yeah. That was how Ursaluna won his first match. It just sat there.
I mean, it's doing it again. Being a bear, we're gonna get that ingrained fucking.
It's doing bear
watering
things.
again.
Yeah, it's doing bear things. Up, it's over.
Yeah, it's just doing bear things.
Yep, that's enough. It's like, I'm tired of playing with my food. I guess I'll move on.
God damn, Ursaluna's just gonna get walked into the fucking.
Yeah, it's like.
Not the worst one to walk into the end.
Here's the thing, also too, with Harry Potter. I thought for a while I liked the world. The world is also stupid.
Yeah.
Clodsire versus Ludicolo, or sorry, Lucario, not Ludicolo.
I should have done Ludicolo.
You should
what a
have.
Fool
I don't know why the
was.
fuck you didn't. I'll do Claude.
Then we could have had Mirror B's theme.
We had that in the last one. I could definitely pick Ludicolo.
All right, which one am I?
I picked Clodsire, so you pick Lucario.
Son of a bitch.
You have to be Goku. You pick Goku, you have to be Goku, Rob. That's just the rules.
I get to be Goku, the best buddy.
Uh-huh. Yeah, see there, Harry, it's me, Goku. It's him.
Hey, it's me, Goku. I'm a bitch.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Dragon Ball's another one of those shows where it's just like, yeah, the world building, like, I don't think the world building's that great either. I don't know why I watch all of Dragon Ball.
Every once in a while, it seems like there's something cool going on, and then you just kind of remember, nah, they're just sort of like little set pieces. They don't really go beyond kind of just existing there.
Well, hey, it's over.
Work up.
Two
Earthquake.
Two ground moves in a row.
That'll do it. Clodsire, you bastard.
Clodsire beat him pretty handily there.
Clodsire getting down to business.
Yep, Clodzire's like, the last few matches took too long. I'm just going to end this. Mega Lot
Now,
Bunny
here we
versus
go.
Sarah
Here's
Ledge.
one of the big ones we've been waiting for.
This is a big one. I guess you're going to have me do Mega...
Too late, I already did Megalopony.
Oh, okay. You picked the furry this time. I guess that means Rob's
I don't know where
secretly a furry.
Cerulege was.
He's
That's why
23,
I was
Michael
secretly
Jordan's
a furry.
number. Huh?
If that's why I was secretly a furry,
I don't know. So Mega Lot Bunny is not as outmatched here because it has Scrappy, so it means ground and normal and fighting moves will hit Sarah Ledge.
Oh.
So it's not nothing.
Let's
Clear Smog,
see
not really
what
a thing.
it
Blaze
does.
Kick. Okay. Yeah.
Ow, my face.
Okay. Yeah, so
All right, and Loppity goes in for the power whip.
That's not the best
Not
move
enough.
or what have you. Triple dive. Okay.
That's ooh.
That's Wug Trio's signature move.
Oh,
which
Wug Trio's a fake Pokemon.
It sure feels like it is. It's a very bad mon. Although I've been having a lot
Double
of fun with
hit.
the TCT Pocket because
You
it's
monster.
basically like Dragonite, but more consistent.
Oh shit!
All right,
it's getting
this
down a little bit.
Could be anybody's match here.
All we need is one strong hit from
Psychic
either
Fangs, that's it.
of them. Oh, Psychic Fang, super effective down.
We knocked out the furry out of the tournament. We've knocked out all furries
The
this
furryless
round of the
tournament.
tournament so far. Yeah, a furryless tournament. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like Pokemon should at least have a couple furries in here.
What is your 6th Pokemon again?
I'll look that up after this because I forgot.
It's just all furries.
It's all furries. Yeah. No, it's Ferrothorn. It's Umbreon. It's Wo-Chien.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot the other. Slowbro is one of them too. Galarian Slowbro specifically. All right, Dragapult versus Ninetales Alola.
I chose Ninetales.
Okay, then I'm choosing Dragapult. This is not a good matchup for Dragapult.
No, we'll see if he pulls it out.
Yeah, Dragapult is very good. Very broken, I feel like, but broken enough where a million other things are broken in OU, so it's like, yeah, we'll keep Dragapult around. Why not? Leaf Storm, let's go lower special attack by 2 stages. That's not a great move. Stealth Rock, okay.
Stealth Rock, also not a great move.
Yeah, but you're just putting the rocks around him. You're setting up the environment. Triple kick.
Oh,
that's fine.
No.
It's fine. The fairy resists that. Okay.
Yeah,
Howl.
okay.
Sure. Raise that attack.
Ninetales is going to need to do something to win, though.
Yeah, to do something here. Metronome, acid. That's gonna.
Acid is
okay. That's whatever.
Yeah.
Flail. Okay, not really powerful at full HP.
All right, you little bitches, you need to do something.
You need a fucky deuce to like slam each other like action
Swift,
figures.
a bold
Aerial
play.
Ace, okay. That's an attack, yeah. You know it's always going to hit because it's Aerial Ace.
It's true.
Okay. Metronome,
Quick
Gust.
Claw, Gust. Now we're getting out the big guns,
Skill
clearly.
swap. Now as the Curse Body, that could be huge.
Okay.
That could be huge.
Let's see what this does.
Okay, Metronome, Thunder Wave. Okay.
Oh,
Pop up, yeah, Bullet Seed. Okay, it's going to deal some damage.
Still looking pretty rough for Ninetales, but
yeah.
it's got
well,
the
Curse Body could always pop.
Yeah, it's got the potential.
Yeah, Roost. Okay,
Ooh,
that's
does not
tricky
look
there.
Good for Ninetales.
Yeah, that's tricky. And paralysis again.
Oh,
Leer. Okay, yeah, make sure when it hits it defensively, it's going to make sure it hits it hard. Okay, Metronome
Claw,
again. Screech.
Metronome,
Keep lowering
Screech,
that defense.
Ninetales.
Torment. That's huge. I think it's over. I think it's over for Ninetales.
I think so.
Because
Struggle's just gonna hit.
Struggle's physical, yeah.
Flamethrower. Oh, not the Mon for this.
There
it goes.
Yeah, Torment's a good move, but not when you have that lower defense.
Yeah, there it is, Ninetales.
Yep.
Unfortunate, but that's the way she goes.
Sometimes it just be that way. Next up is Florges versus Miss Magius. Two very feminine Pokemon.
Murder Town.
All right, who are you picking?
Florges.
All right, I'll do Miss Magius then.
Florges, which is definitely not Florhaze.
Uh-huh. I should have named it Flores. Yeah.
Flores.
Yeah.
That would be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see who.
Boy, howdy. We
murders
might
their
have
way out of
Pokemon
this.
games that actually run like not shit on Switch, too. Can you believe that? Oh,
No.
self-destruct. It's over.
Okay, that's a way to do
Florges
it.
moves on. Sometimes the game just says, nah, fuck this. I don't want there to be a match.
All right, that moves us to
Last 2 rounds of round 2. Move on to the Sweet 16 after this. It is Como O versus Ninetales Basic.
Ninetales Basic.
I'll do Como O.
Well,